It's going to be Chad Anheliger versus Charalampos Grigoriou. Hopefully, I said that name right. Chad, 12-7. He is 3-2 in his last five. He's actually coming off two straight losses. The first loss that he had was to Alatang Haley via decision, and then second loss on this streak is to Jose Johnson via rear naked choke sub. Facing off against Charalampos Grigoriou, 8-3, 4-1. He is coming off the Dana White Contender Series KO win. Looking at the odds for this fight right now, we have Chad, or actually Grigoriou, at minus 162, open up at a minus 220. Gerard, I'll let you kick off the breakdown for this fight card. What do you think about this fight between Chad here and Grigoriou?
So this fight, Chad Anheliger, the veteran in this fight, he's pretty quick for his age. He fights very loose, a lot of in and out style and some good footwork. He does have like these big counter right hands that he throws, which can catch people slipping. He does have a grappling weakness, but he's not too bad in the grappling, but his only times he's ever been finished is from submission. So that's one area that he struggled in. Um, he is experienced, and I see that he does compete for every round. So he doesn't usually slow down. He usually tries to pick it up the intensity as the fight goes on. Um, Carlampos, he's powerful and dangerous early. I've seen that he does look good on top control when he's able to get the fighter on the ground, and he does have some strong leg kicks. But I look at his record and I kind of question how quality were those opponents he's been facing. So up against a vet here in Chad and Helliger. For me, I'm at a low confidence. I'm going with the vet and Helliger here against pretty much debut fighter of Charalampos. I'm just not so sure how great his opponents have been. So I'm at low confidence and Helliger here.
Yeah, I mean, this is the classic UFC vet versus a debuting Dana White Contender Series fighter. Usually, the Dana White Contender Series fighters have been not cashing at a good rate. We did see Hader Emil win, facing off against Fernie. That was the most recent one that remember that actually the debut person won. Getting back to this fight, I mean, yeah, Chad, power striker. I think he just relies on his hands. He's mainly a guy who really likes to hit hard and pushes out a decent pace for a power striker. He has okay takedown defense, but relies more so on just getting back up or reversing positions on the ground. He has a 47% takedown defense, and he can't get taken down. We saw that in his last fight. I mean, he has five sub losses all in the last 8 and 10 years ago, but he was subbed versus Jose Johnson his last loss. So I think that you know Grigoriou. I mean, he's a prospect, right? I think good mix of striking and grappling. Likes to strike with power as well. Has good combos. He does have good leg kick. I think that weapon will probably be really important for this fight. He also mixes in his takedowns and just grinds on opponents for the win. So he does have that game plan within him. He was originally slated to face Kazama, and I think that was going to be an easy setup win for him because I just don't think that Kazama is a UFC level fighter. Kazama pulled out, and now Chad is stepping up on short notice. I will side with Grigoriou pulling out a decision win. I just believe he is well rounded, more well rounded than Chad. Chad will be looking to get a win given his recent losing streak, and I think that will just lead him to making mistakes that Grigoriou can capitalize on. So, pick for me here is going to be Grigoriou for decision, but I think I'm passing on this fight and just waiting for another opportunity for in the future to potentially see how how he does. I mean, I think that Chad is pretty game, solid dog, but pick here is going to be the favorite for me.